Hello, you guys. Thank you for tuning in and watching. You can go check out my pages, Moon Priestess MP, Moon Priestess Gladys Green on YouTube. I'm only on YouTube with my messages, but I just want to run some past y'all. Y'all, listen to this. Let me let y'all see the moon right quick. Look at that. Okay. hmm And y'all, it is so hard to find good these days. I ain't think it would come to this, but it's so easy to get involved in something negative. It should be the other way around, right? And you know why it's like that? Because we're on earth. If you notice, to find peace, you got to go in nature. To find peace, you got to go outside. To find peace, you got to be alone by yourself. To find peace, you got to think within your intuitive mind about things that you want to be better in your life. You got to think about these things. You got to get by yourself, right? So when you get out in nature and you by yourself, you thinking it. But when you get around things, you can pick up negative energy so bad. That's why a lot of people are alone, y'all. Some people think people being alone, they ain't got nobody. Oh, they this, they that. Mm-mm. They just want to keep finding their peace. They want to keep finding that balance in their energy, in their emotions, in their feelings. That's a balance, being alone. But being on this earth, being involved in all this negative energy around you, everywhere you go, work, job, friends, whatever, you find it, you seek it, it's there. Because that's what's on this earth. And they want all of you to be separate. Separate. That's what they've been looking for. Separate. They want you separate. They don't want y'all together. They don't want y'all together. They want you separate. They got people talking about all the zodiac sign and who they are and what they do. That does not matter. You are who you are. Some of the things you hear about another sign, you that way. Why is that? Because you are human. We all are the same. We just got different purposes in our lives. But we all encounter the same thing. We all encounter the job. We all encounter nature. We all encounter all these things. But it's up to us of how we accept these things that we are taking in as we're walking through this on this earth here. Some people want to be like the stars and the moon and the sun and the skies, and you want to be like Mars and Jupiter and Venus and all that. You know, these days of the week. Today is Friday. What is today? Venus Day? I think, I don't know what Friday is. You know, yeah, Saturday is Saturn, right? This is a time where you gotta go so hard at doing good. When you get a job, that's a good thing, right? Because you'll be able to get financial gain, and you will get to meet different people, all of those things. But at the same time, you happy with what you got, but you ain't got the results from what you got yet. But you can go out here and rob a bank and get the results real quick because it's negative. Negative energy get results real quick, fast, simple, just like that. But when you working on being good, it's like you gotta put in so much work to do good. Like I said, you get that job. You going to work every day, you still ain't getting paid. Then you finally get paid, and you like, dang, you thought your check gonna be this or something else, but you feel like you put in so much work, you should have had more. It seems like you gotta continue to work at good so hard. It needs to be the other way around, and it's not turned around that way because we are a reflection of what's above us. It's a firmament, right? And it's the moon and the sun, right? And it's beaming down on this earth, reflection. If you notice, walk up to your front door. If it got glass, you will see yourself, right? But when you go inside, you don't see yourself. Look what I'm saying. Check out what I just said. If you got a glass door on your front door, walk up to your door and you're going to see yourself, right? But go in the house and open up your front door and then step in front of the glass. You're not going to see yourself. It's a reflection. The reflection that we are seeing is the good side. Heaven is above, right? The spirit lies above, right? Hell is below, and that's where we at. A lot of people don't believe we living in hell right now, because hell, you encounter all the negative things so quickly, but in heaven you get peace, right? I'm just talking, y'all. I just be talking shit sometimes, y'all. I just be in my zone sometimes. You ain't gotta listen to what I'm saying, but it's coming from the spirit. We hear negativity, we see negativity, we encounter negativity on this earth. But when we're not on this earth and we're in another place, another realm, away from this earth, we're in peace. When we go to sleep, it's in peace, because we can't see no reflection of what that negativity is bringing us. That's why so many people meditate and be alone, like I said before. Now, everybody want to know why people be alone. Oh, they never got no friends. They always alone. They alone because they know how to find peace. They seek peace. And the more peace you seek, the more peace you seek around negative energies. Remember that. The more peace you seek, the less negativity you will encounter. Even when you encounter negativity, you're going to find peace in it. If you not doing that, you got a lot of shadow work to do, baby. You got a lot of work to put in. If you can't be around negativity, you need to work on yourself a little bit more. Because every day you're going to encounter negativity. Why stay away from it? Now I'm going to the other side of people being alone. Why stay alone? If you know you've been finding so much peace within yourself, get out of that energy and go and test your energy out. Go out in public. You ain't got to look for negativity. You go out there in public, you will find it. And test your energy. Because if you go out around people and things and you still encounter that negativity, you got a lot of bit more work to do with self. You got a lot more alone time to pull within self. I'm just talking, y'all, in the AM of the morning. Today is 4/18/2025. I'm just talking. Everything that the people in power who control certain things around, they put things out and we follow. We are followers on this earth. We're not leaders. Some people say, oh, I'm a leader, but it's somebody else who is a leader too. So who is the real leader? Nobody is a leader. We all followers. Because what you are doing right now, somebody else is doing the same thing. So how is it that you can be better than anybody else? No one is better than nobody else, because we all are followers. The Spirit of God is the leader. We are the followers. The angels and the ancestors are the leaders. We're the followers. You know why they the leaders? Because they in a place of peace. We're not. We look for them for peace. We look for the Spirit of God for peace. We look for the archangels for peace and security and protection. We look for the Spirit of God for protection and good things to happen in our life. We look for that when we shouldn't even be looking for the good things. The good things should already be there. Like I said, it's not there because we're on earth. We're in a reflected, like say reflection. We are the reflection. We're on this earth, but our reflection is in spirit. Some people ain't gonna understand this message, and some people will. Don't matter what you doing in your life right now, somebody else is doing the same thing. You got to remember, just because you going through something bad, always remember there is somebody going through worse. Always remember that. You're not the only person going through the worst. You're not the only person going through the best. Because there's some people going through the best and people going through the worst. And even the people going through the best experience the worst. And even the people going through the worst experience the best. So nobody is better than nobody else. Why is there competition? Why is people competing with each other? For what? When it's a competition, it should be fun. A competition with somebody should be fun. Both of y'all agree on the competition. Both of y'all agree to run against each other on the situation. See who gonna win the battle. Right? So if you not competing or agree with a competition with somebody, how the hell they gonna win? The person who is competing, how they gonna win when you ain't agreed to the competition? You ain't engaging in the competition. You ain't thinking about competition. But they are. So who they competing with? Their own self-reflection. Their own image. They're not competing with you, baby. Remember this. Everything I'm telling you, remember this. This is coming from the spirit. Remember what I'm saying. If you feel like and you see or you feel somebody's in competition with you, you got to talk with the Spirit of God and let them know, like, look, I can see this competition, but I'm not competing. I didn't agree to this competition. Only they did. So let them compete with themselves and figure out for themselves. And they're going to figure out their own the results, the karma that hits that person is the karma of their own reflection. Remember that. Every time you go into meditation, you think about all the bad things you did, you shadow working, and you like, oh, I need to change this about myself, all this. When you get into that, who you calling on? The spirit, right, of God that's in your reflection. That's your reflection. That's your good side. Because your bad side ain't going to tap in. Your bad side going to only keep tapping into what it's seeing on the earth in front of you. But the reflection of yourself is the good, because you barely see your reflection. Some people don't look at themselves in the mirror. Some people don't none of that, but you got to, because you got to know that reflection as well as you know that person who is actually on the other side. That is you, that flesh, and on this earth. You got to know that person, and you got to know the person on the other side. Like I said, we're encountering all this negativity because we are a reflection of the good of ourselves. It's hard to find good. You got to seek the good. You got to find the good. You got to work on the good. You got to put in work for the good, right? Because that means that you haven't had that much time with your reflective self. Your reflective self hadn't had as much time as that other person, that flesh of yours that's on this earth. Always remember, everything is backwards. We are backwards in the flesh. But when we look at that reflection in that mirror, that's the side we need to be looking at. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, you can check out my pages, Moon Priestess MP, Moon Priestess Gladys Green, only on YouTube only, for daily messages. If you would like a collective reading, you can contact my email in my bio on both of those pages, and I'll give you all the details you need. Until then, y'all, enjoy your weekend, okay, honey? Have a good day, and be blessed.